Remember, like each week I'll give you guys a theme for meditation. Last week was week 46, and mine is called Integrated RudraYoga Outreach Coalition and iROC. And so one of the theme, like last week is completion, like going into like a phase where I'm going to complete, like it has 11 chapters. So 46 is a very significant week in many, many cultures. Week 46. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out. So week 46, we're completing chapter 10, which I'm not caught up because I'm like, I was almost done, but then I didn't want to post any completions. And this week, it's starting with week 47. That's again, I'll be completing, and then week 48 will be completion. But meantime, the theme that I'm evolving is Luna meditation, which means, like, I think it was, so Saturday was full moon. Oh, I mean, new moon day. Saturday, new moon. I don't know
I know the full moon, the quarter and half.
So the new moon is when the heart center, the mind comes into the heart center. So in India, it's a 15 days, like cycle, right? Like the growth period, and then you hit the full moon, and then the regression, right? So the growth period, all new moon, full moon, the first 5 days is in cycle. The in cycle is you're going in, the energy is going in, and then yang cycle is going out. The in cycle essentially is going to the depth of you, figuring out who you are. And that's why you feel disconnected sometimes from the heart. And you don't know, what am I doing? I don't have any direction.
Yeah, I understand.
And then after third day, it kicks in. So, like, so Saturday, let's say, like, it's the new moon. That's when the heart center has to be home. You feel restless that day. So the day one, you start with breathing space. Am I holding a space where I can breathe easy without any distress? Then day two is when you develop feelings. Yeah, I felt so out of start yesterday. What is this about? Day three, which is so Saturday. So Sunday, day one. Monday is day two. Today is feelings day. Remember how you were saying, I'm going to check out with me how I feel, and then I'll decide to invite who I want to the party, right? So you could already see the pattern. And then tomorrow will be day three, where you create the memory based on what you feel today. I felt very good. I'm going to build. And you already said that to me. You said I had fed somebody 3 days out. So you were in a very good space, right?
Let me ask you a question. Let me interrupt you. Did you watch the Today Show or something this morning?
Why?
Because
they talk the same thing?
And yeah, check this out. They had the dude, I keep forgetting his name, but Robert Roberts knows him good. And he had where he fed 400 million people, blah, 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 blah. Make a long story short, people at home.
Oh, you said that guy, Anthony?
What was it? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, Tony Scott or something like
Tony
that.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah, Tony Robbins. Yeah, all right. So anyway, so they had you close your eyes, people at home and all that junk like that. And then they said, think of something outside of not satisfying yourself to make you feel good in this, that, and what you did, because Thanksgiving is a day of thanks and all that. And it's the whole week that they do it. Blah, blah, blah. Before, when I was working, I was the oldest, second oldest on my crew. So, and I remember I told you when I was in Worcester, I remember we stopped the day before Thanksgiving or the Tuesday, have Wednesday off Thanksgiving. And that's the end of our roofing season. That's when I finally, my back gave out and everything like that. So they said, now, what do you have to be thankful for this year? And while you close your eyes and you're at home too, should you smile or whatever, you can peek in the mirror. So I sat in front of the mirror. Anyway, don't think I'm stupid. But anyway, so I did what the TV said. So I'm like, all right, I didn't actually feel good because the only thing I had to feel thankful for was the fact that I'm not homeless. And then I always tell people that I don't like the way they got this protocol over here. and they finally got some showers in there. So I used to let a lot of people come in here and there, but they fed my appetite, so we say before all of this. And so it was a give and take at the same time.
So you had a conditional love.
Right. And I didn't feel happy about myself. Then at the same time, they said, now, if you think about your own self and what are you going to do after the day of feeling and what you're thankful for Christmas time and all that. Because, see, Thanksgiving, it used to be a long, long time ago. I'm in my almost 60, you're probably almost in my same age group. Back in our time, Thanksgiving was actually a day where you actually enjoy something before they had all this Black Friday. Now they got the pre-Black Friday, the Black Friday afterward, and Christmas time. So the only thing they're really celebrating now is Halloween. They do more Halloween stuff than they do at Thanksgiving. When we was younger, it was more Thanksgiving time. Halloween is just a day you get a bunch of candy and be able to just run around with some old crazy suit on. Christmas time was always the thing. New Year's time, which I always say is a time for procrastination and a time to get legally drunk and get a free ride home. That's the way I look at it.
I see.
All right. So I did the thing. I felt happy when I said, yes, I'm going to Boston. When I get my checks, I'm going to pay. I said like that. I always pay my bills early. So we already know. Friday or whatever is going to be the third. The third is on a Sunday, so you get your checks. I get 2 checks real quickly. The first check I pay every single one of my bills so I can have the second check out of myself. Even with the first check and after I pay everything, if I'm doing the right thing and not having dirty earns, then I got money left over for the first check.
What are you feeling today?
Today I'm feeling like I did my little due diligence. I went on Facebook and tried to reach my sister. Maybe she's not on Facebook all the time and not posting. All right. The other sister in Springfield, like I said, she has autism, so maybe she don't. The sister down south, I didn't even try to reach her.
This is the first time you're trying out?
Yeah, for this year.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, because, you know what I'm saying? Usually, they know that I'm going to be all right. They know that I usually keep my own house. So that's one thing they do know. I'm not going to be homeless for hardly nobody. How I use drugs and how I spend my money is what they worry about. But they know that I don't ask for money. And that's just very serious. And that's when I asked anybody for money was maybe about 8 or 10 years ago.
Very nice.
So
you've
that's
come
good.
A long way.
But they also know that we'll say domestic things or whatever, because if I have problems with relationships, if I go to jail, I won't even tell them. I just, what the hell, blah, 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 and start all over again. So right now I'm in this little half-ass dilemma where I'm happy at myself, and every time I look and I went over somebody's house this past weekend just to check, because I was at someplace else, and they said, yeah, your ex-girlfriend, which comes here, and her boyfriend and all, and they went to jail, then she had to go to New Hampshire and stuff. So I get a little tipsy, and I tipped over there to the other person's house that's on School Street, Broadway, and I just knocked on the door just for the hell of it. You know, they're mad at me anyway. So I was really like, yeah, what's going on? Da, da, da. So I'm all boisterous and whatnot. And I said to myself, you have a home, you're not homeless, your refrigerator's full. You might be overdrafted on your credit card. One of my credit cards I'm overdrafted, the other one I'm not. So, and you're getting money from it. So you should feel happy.
You're thankful.
I'm
in the right
thankful
direction.
for that I don't have that and I'm not in that crazy relationship. At the same time, you know how you worry about certain other things, but you know, I'm not even gonna go all into that junk like that because I'm trying to keep my mind kind of cool. But you kind of worry, you say, well, damn, why a person want to be a fool or straight out of the asshole? You know, and then I look at myself and I'm like, yeah, I'm older. Been there, done that, because I used to listen to my parents, my older cousins, like the second cousins and all that stuff like that, great uncles and stuff. I did this before. Now I'm seeing that what they said before, I'm feeling and I see what they're saying now. And because of my relationships, some past relationships where the girls are half my age, and I try to tell them the same thing, it's like telling my kids or grandkids, you know what I'm saying? I have more uh, vocal things and talks with my grandkids as opposed to my kids. When my wife, my last wife died, I told you about her, Janie, in Auburn. She said, just like I said, this is why we had for 12 years, we had a great relationship, even though we did some wild things together, but we still had a good relationship. But we try to put everything, our efforts and everything, when we're older, into our grandkids and or extended families as opposed to our direct siblings ourselves. And see, that's what I'm doing. Haven't talked to my kids itself at all. Haven't talked to my ex-wife or ex-mother, you know what I'm saying? But I talked to grandkids from another relationship, step grandkids and things like that. So I don't know where I'm at like that. You say the meditation thing, I got time to think at home. I'll probably come back here next week if you say that little week 46 or whatever, John.
No, the thing what I want to focus on is, see, you're all over the place.
Yeah.
I understand. So let's come back. I love your diamond.
Oh, I
and
tried.
a great theme this week. So it looks like you are in a very nice space. You're dressing up nice.
I try to when I come out. Yeah, I do this. You know.
So what I want to do is, this week is a Thanksgiving week. So let's
Right.
not like even go there. So the first thing is, I want you to write like get few cards. Each child, what is the memory of them you hold in your life?
For my children?
The thing is, it's not a relationship. It's not outside. It's inside us.
I see
A
that.
piece of them inside you, they gave you something about you that you value through them. So you need to figure out what is that for you. And your sisters, the piece is they showed you having a home that makes them feel peaceful. So it's all about the relationship of them is the essence of what you see in you that you're grateful for. However many cards you can write, it doesn't matter, because what I want through the feeling of gratefulness, thankfulness, because it's a thankfulness week, think of all the people who give you sweet memory.
That's going to be, it's not going to be hard, it's going to be so shallow.
See, the problem is, right, the shallowness is because you don't value that in you. So what is that you value the most and who gave you that essence? Who taught you being home, having a home and food to eat is very important.
My
Who
grandmother.
worried about you? So you're going to first write a letter to the grandmother inside you, right? Grandma, thanks for teaching me a lesson that it's very important for me to have a belly full of food and to know that I'm taken care of. And this is the piece through you I'm grateful for. Start with grandma and then go back and pick some people in your life that, like how you said, you have a home, you're going to choose who you invite to the table, right?
Right.
So consciously eat the first 7 spoons thinking of them, right? Like what I'm saying is we have 7 energy centers. So each person you eat honoring their piece in your life. Who gave you that ability to know I am home? Who gave you the ability to know you're loved? Who gave you the ability how to be proud of yourself? Who gave you the ability to walk upright with self-respect? Who gave you the ability to share generously? See, 7 energy centers mean 7 things. So you don't even need to understand. But the first 7 spoons of what you eat, be grateful for one person who taught you a lesson. And then afterwards eat your heart out.
Right,
what
right,
I'm saying
right,
is
right.
consciously if you do that, you know what? The gratefulness is inside, not outside. Once you see that in you, that's what you will want to bring it to other person. See, it's not about the world. It's about their memory inside you that you're going to be
Yeah,
grateful
yeah,
for.
that I understand.
So, but how are you, even your ex-girlfriend, you're so grateful that in spite of her leaving you, even though it's very, very painful, you learned a lesson that you're going to be thankful, like, not to get into these shallow relationships. So even though it's like in a weird way
Right, I
painful,
understand what you're saying.
not to settle for less, so
You
like,
told me that before about it.
yes.
Yeah.
But they are painful lessons still, but you're grateful for that. So you want to take both good and bad. What you learned from them was it's okay for me to move on. Not to like look for this type of person, not to like, indulge these people in my life. You're not going to invite her, you said, which shows
No, no.
your standard has improved. That's a great lesson to learn, right? Like,
Yeah,
she
plus
taught you.
anyway, even if I did invite her, nothing for nothing. You gave me a thing where it don't sell myself short at the same time, even if I invited her or whatever. But we don't have I made sure I don't even want to see her. But we'll just say I invited her. She's not going to come because of what the ramifications might come behind that. But so I know that I'm not like one of these young guys now that just fall in love because that's her and I don't want nobody else to have her, even though I don't want. I'd rather not see her and have her not be here. And that's why I was maybe a little bit happy that she went to New Hampshire where the rest of her family is, most of her family's at, as opposed to seeing her and taking a chance to go and do a Market Basket and or Rite Aid up that way and see her out there doing her thing. And I go to 4M to get my money orders for my rent, and they live across the street on School Street, and then see her out there, that makes me flip. I pay my phone bill over there at Metro PCS. That's stuff that as long as I'm out of sight, out of mind. So I wouldn't, I'm a little bit older now to where I wouldn't put my foot in quicksand knowing that I'm going to sing.
I'm seeing a proud young man, and like, I feel you've come a long way. Like how I see you growing in front of me. Okay, how things used to make you get activated, I have seen you not getting that way. And I think that's a big place to reach in life, right? Like,
I think.
What do you see as your growth this year?
All right, look here. All right, besides getting out of a proverbial crutch with the VA, because they'll keep you encased in their surroundings and then within their walls, and they'll pat you on your back and try to keep you in their system, as opposed to when I moved out on my own. Now that I don't qualify and have food stamps, now that I don't qualify, even though I could have got housing if I didn't get the amount of money I get on my check, I could have got a house, so that would have subsidized my income, which would have balanced out. Now that I have to pay my own utilities, which I've been doing all my life anyway, and cable, I can't go without cable. I don't even like the little antennas, you know what I'm saying? But I've always had my own place. Ever since I got out of the 20s, in the early to mid 30s, living with women. And that's what my grandmother finally told me. She said, boy, you got the pretty car, but it always like that because you got so much damn stereo and furniture and clothes in there. It rides like that. Get yourself a place to stay. The best thing that I could say that I'm happy with in the growth was when my back messed up and I lost my car due to being towed, not because the car was paid for, the insurance, but because I couldn't see outside. I lost my car being towed for the third time there. And getting the car out after a month, maybe a month and a half, that's a lot of money at $100 and something a day. See what I'm saying? So that's about the best thing, because I wasn't doing nothing. Even if I had the car now, I'd come here, I'd park it out here, come around here, park there, go to the park, ride around town, only on appointments when I go to Bedford. I don't drive in Boston. don't go to Springfield that much in my car. Then I go back, park it at home, even though we had the problem, they're working on my streets by that canal. That's where the car got stolen. So the car gave me more problems as opposed to just walking, looking good and dressing good when you walk, knowing that people are seeing you and everybody's not really on my case about, damn, you got no car? Because they know I have a car and they know I have the, if I really put it to it, I can have the money to buy or put another car in somebody else's name. I could do that.
So having a humble,
but having a humble life,
life is making you more grateful.
And it's making me more grateful because see now I'm taking the fact is that damn, I got a nice apartment, but I don't have the elevator with it. So that's my next move. You know, once I turn 60. So I'm doing the AARP thing and I'm doing the Alice Trebek insurance where you can borrow after a year on it at the first of the month. I mean, at the first of the year. So I'm going to do that because I had Georgia Pacific before.
Hey, you're going way ahead. We're just going to stay to Thanksgiving.
All right. So with Thanksgiving, so I'm just happy that I got my own place. I don't have to worry about being homeless. And I don't have to worry about every time I look out the window and I see people at 9 o'clock in the morning or 8:30 when they're coming out and they got their backpacks on. And this is one thing we used to laugh about, following the backpacks. I don't have to wear, when I wear my backpack, it's because it's stylish and I'm going somewhere. Not because it's a mission. I got it. It's weighted down and it's burning my back out. So that's what I'm thankful for there.
So, so there are two things, like I said, you can do. One is like, to who give you sweet memory, eat for them. Look at your growth, and we will relate to it next week. But
All right.
I am so proud of you because I think you've come a long way.
Well, I try. I don't know how you see I came a long way, but you're the doctor. I'm not gonna, discount what you're saying.
Because things
I got a lot of
used to
pride with me, but I get mad. I got a hot temper.
It's not the hot temper. You were jealous before. I see the
Okay.
jealousy is
All
here.
right.
Because that's a growth in my eyes. Because when you're jealous, that's a selfish love. I didn't want that for you. I want you to be genuinely happy, and you shared. Last week you were generous enough to share your space and help somebody. That's a big growth, right?
Yeah.
And
they
you
didn't have to
did it.
give me
You
that. They
did.
didn't give me
Yeah,
that.
they didn't have to do anything for you, and that's a growth, right? You can see
Yeah.
that. So that's what I am seeing, and I'm proud of that. That is a big thing to achieve. And people take
All
a
right.
long time to get there.
All right, I'm gonna go with that one. That's all right. I'll go with that.
It's only all right for you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because this is one time I said.
You don't value that.
No, I value that to a certain extent because see, normally I was actually nice and it was game time. It was on a Saturday too. No, it was on a Friday going into a Saturday that my boy stayed over. So that means it's only the NBA TV Saturday morning. I said 8:30 in the morning. I'm getting up by 9 o'clock. You have to wash up. You can eat some kind of breakfast, whatever you want. You can cook yourself. I'm not cooking for you. And then we got to go because I got to wash my clothes, clean my house.
So you were in a rush to get them out.
Well, I wasn't in a rush, but I gave him that time. It wasn't like 6 o'clock like it's a shelter. And at the same time, I let him know, you're not staying until 11 o'clock laying on my couch. I got a brand new couch. I don't even hardly sit on my couch, you know what I'm saying?
So are you better this year?
Yes. I'm better this year. The year before that, because I spent most of last year playing the program and living in Bedford, even though I had my own space and spot, it was still every day I had to go see a psychiatrist, a doctor, because then, even though I was getting a check, but it was smaller, I was worried about getting the maximum amount on every level and doing things like that. So I was on a more or less like a mission. The year before that, I had my own house. I was working and collecting a check, but I was doing drugs. So I came a long way.
Come back to the space where you are not thinking, you're not reasoning, breathing, being grateful.
There you go.
So just take it easy, have a big turkey dinner, have a good nap, and
I'm cooking chicken. Turkey, I don't feel like getting the pan and stuff like that. So I'm going to bake a whole chicken. I'm out of cranberry sauce. I'm out of collard greens outside. I looked at the ham, like I ham in the
Nice.
refrigerator, but I'm going to make a ham with the bone and put the brown sugar on the junk on there and everything. And the pineapple, the clove.
You have it planned.
Yeah, because I know how to cook real good.
So happy Thanksgiving.
And you too.
And then, so we will discuss the gratefulness part next week. But that's all we are working on this week because I feel if you just keep it simple,
Right.
It makes it easy.
Because I don't want to have to do like I did the veterans, I will put something on paper.
You don't need to.
All right, good.
Just breathing. Remember, consciously breathe, don't think, and be grateful.
All right, I'll do that.
And eat the first 7 bites being grateful about something that brings you sweet memories.
If I don't go to 7, at least it'll be 3.